YouTube is amazing. There are so many amazing videos and there are so many amazing content creators. It's super special because it's made by people that look like you and me. That's you and that's me. I think it's so much of a better replacement than TV. I hate TV. I love YouTube as a platform. I think it's well designed and I think it really allows for a great connection. But there's one big problem with YouTube. Before we get to that, so I don't know, back in the day, if you guys remember, I used to watch this guy named Nigahiga, and ooh, that's awful, gosh. And I used to watch these videos called How to Be a Ninja and how to, oh gosh, how to be a gangster, and then I'll just draw him with the sword. How's that look? How's that look? There was a channel, I wasn't like the biggest fan, but I enjoyed their content nonetheless, called Smosh. That's supposed to be a donut. Oh jeez. Should we add some color to the donut? Let's add some color. There, beautiful. And I also used to watch a bunch of other videos as I got older. I remember coming home from like junior high school after hanging out with my friends, looking forward to the top ramen and YouTube that I was about to enjoy, and then take a nap after. That was my life for like a lot of school. As I got older, obviously creators like Ryan and Smosh got kind of old, and then I started watching other creators like H3H3, but their content really changed. They do more podcast stuff now. I still watch Pewdiepie. I think he still has some interesting stuff, and his way of engaging an audience I think is special. But nowadays it feels like YouTube is shifting towards the Logan Pauls, the David Dobrik's, the KSIs, and for some reason that kind of media doesn't really connect with me. But you know what? That's besides the point. This isn't about, you know, what I enjoy. It's about what other people enjoy on the platform. I've been watching all these creators for a while now, and it's been great and everything. But I haven't seen any newer creators on the platform, which is kind of weird because that's what YouTube was all about. The U in YouTube. Let's make it red. Let's make it red. The U in YouTube is starting to go away. And you're like, okay, Ken. What do you mean by that? There's still creators on the platform. It still feels the same as it did a couple years ago. What are you whining and bitching about? Well, I want you guys to go to your explore page on YouTube. Let's do a test. How many Jimmys can you find? I mean, we got Jimmy Kimmel, we got Jimmy Fallon, we got what other Jimmys are there? I'm obviously making a joke here, but this is all big media right here, right? This right here is big media. And you know, we talk about big media and it's like, okay, what's so bad about big media, right? YouTube will say, okay, you know what? We'll just become a shell of what we were and just accept big buyouts from companies. Is what it has become. You know, it's kind of sad because I grew up with YouTube. It's like watching your child decide to go down this path where they bully other kids and they don't follow the rules and they do drugs. And the thing is, it sucks because I go to the explore page to find new people, to find new content that's out there, because I really enjoy YouTube. And this is the shit I see. I see Jimmy Kimmel and Fallon and yada yada yada, people I don't care about, people who are basically buying YouTube out. And you know, most people are gonna be like, oh okay, but there's also some creators on the explore page, and yeah, those are the top creators who have existed over a few years now. It's not like before when I would be able to find new creators on the daily. So as a whole, YouTube has completely changed. All right, so what does this mean? YouTube is doing a disservice to both the viewer and the content creator. So YouTube was built on the premise of being something new. Beautiful. It was built to be something new, something special, and then it got big. And the bigger it got, the more attention it got. And you know whose attention it got? It got the attention of boomers. And now this isn't necessarily a bad thing. And what I mean by boomers, I mean people who are 50 plus nowadays, maybe even 60 plus. But these are the people with money. These are the people who make wise investments. So it makes sense that it caught the eyes of these people. But these people, they care about one thing, and it's disgusting. Boomers care about money. Obviously, they're trying to put in money in a platform to make a lot of money out. And it's these boomers that already have a lot of money that can pay the big bucks. So let's say if I'm at a company that posts stuff on TV and I'm not doing well. Oh, I'm seeing that YouTube does well. What if we just give YouTube, a little underhand money to make our content on the explore page while everyone else is shunned? You might be thinking, all right, cool. Ken, you've told us a lot. You've told us so far that YouTube has changed throughout the years, We started off over here, and slowly but surely, we're changing into this. So how do we bring it back to the YouTuber, to the content creator, to the viewer, to people who actually use the website? And it's actually pretty simple. I think YouTube should do something more community-based. And here's what I'm thinking, right? YouTube should have a specialized content page. Obviously, they can do explore pages and put up companies there. But instead, why don't we have a creator tab? So this tab would be just like the explore page, and let's just put like a C for creator tab. So that's our creator tab. We should be able to, I don't know, have the creator of the day. All right, so that's one idea. We should have voted creators by the community. I don't know, things to engage the rest of the viewers. I think the quality of content could be a lot better. And I feel like people are slowly moving out of YouTube into other spaces like Netflix and Hulu, because the quality on YouTube is not good sometimes. Sometimes it's trash, and people who are creating great quality videos aren't being noticed. Having a tab like this could definitely help. I guess the biggest problem is YouTube and their communication, right? It's a big problem because there seems to be little to no communication with their creators. Actually, recently, as of today, there was an incident with a couple top creators, Markiplier and MoistCr1tikal, get a strike on their channel and everything because of a video that somebody, I guess, deemed was inappropriate. Basically, YouTube doesn't communicate with its content creators, nor does it communicate with its viewers, at least not very well. I know they're starting to put out more surveys, I know they're starting to talk more, but at the same time, they're not creating easy communication routes. Communication. There we go. So communication is king. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, okay. But you get the point. Communication is king, and I feel like YouTube really lacks it. That's one of the biggest problem with the platform. They'll listen to big companies, but they won't really listen to anyone else. And I guess this is the part where I kind of reminisce, because at a certain point in my life, I was very introverted. I didn't have a very big friend group, and I felt out of place most places. So my enjoyment came out of just simply watching YouTube videos and having, a quote-unquote parasocial relationship that way. But it was fun to watch people that were passionate about what they did and create content based upon that. Whether that be stupid video games and, like horror video games, or even things like Call of Duty. It was something. It was something special. And I feel like being someone from my kind of generation, my era, I think they would be able to attest to that and say social media, like things like YouTube, even Facebook and Twitter, have played such a huge role in our lives. But I do miss the old times. I miss when YouTube was all about their creators. But I hope they can kind of take the viewers and the content creators' ideas and start applying them, because I hope YouTube never turns into TV. But you know what? Like, despite all of this, I still think YouTube is really special. And I love YouTube. Myself, because I've been making videos and stuff forever. I've had multiple YouTube channels with my friends don't know about. And I've created videos for a very, very long time. And I think YouTube is special because I don't necessarily use it as a place to gain an audience or even grow, really. And I'm not even doing this for this. I'm doing this for my friends and family and myself, because these are stories that I want to hear down the line that are important to me. I think uploading all those on YouTube and doing all that was fun. And it gave me like a goal to do, and being able to see all these different content creators and finding new people. I think that's what makes YouTube special. And I hope what makes it special isn't lost to corporate. Keep YouTube as YouTube.